I need to meet the person that called morning sickness. It is all day. It's this low level nausea that just lingers. It started at the end of my 5th week. I could still eat some of my favorite foods. And in my 6th week, which is where I am now, I can't eat my favorite foods anymore. My husband made a dish that I usually would have loved, Chipotle pork soup. I had 3 bites of this soup before I could not stomach another bite. The thought of the flavor of the Chipotle haunted me for the rest of the night. All I can eat right now are salt and vinegar chips, so good. Ramen noodles are safe. Oh, I do like toast with the peanut butter because at least I can get a little bit of protein. Apple slices are also really yummy lately. I've been feeling guilty because a lot of what I'm eating is crappy food, but I saw a TikTok the other day about pregnancy is, especially the first trimester, is such a small blip in your pregnancy journey as well as your life. If you had these good habits before, they will be there when you're able to get to them. It is such a weird feeling to be both hungry and nauseous at the same time. Like, I have an appetite, I'm hungry, I want to eat. But if I think about eating anything that isn't salty or bland, it will only make my nausea worse. You have to stick to foods where the flavor can't haunt you for the rest of the day. Last night I tried a half packet and I felt pretty good about doing a full packet. In my 6th week right now, I'm actually really close to my 7th week and I don't want to jinx anything. Today I'm feeling pretty good and actually a little productive. Hello! Let's talk about how things are going and have a little pregnancy symptom check-in. I am 6 weeks right now and my biggest symptom at the moment is morning sickness. Pregnancy is not something you can control or overcome, which I am very quickly realizing truly is something that you are along for the ride. These symptoms are flowing through me and it's better to let that happen and lean into what works than trying to fight it or overcome it. And that's something that's given me a lot of peace in the last couple days. The foods that I usually like eating to get my protein up, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese. If I try to eat those now, I will jive because I haven't thrown up yet and I'm really hoping to keep it that way. Ramen noodles for a day and then I think they became an ick for me. Last night, I started absolutely hating the taste of water. Pregnancy is so wild. If you're feeling that way, you are not alone. I'm also feeling a little bit out of breath. That hasn't really come up for me before. It's kind of like a first time symptom. I don't know if that's pregnancy related or something else. This is my go-to meal every morning. I read that eating small frequent meals and staying hydrated throughout the day really help, and also trying to eat anything before you even start your day. So my husband brings me half of an apple, my prenatal vitamins, almond butter toast, and my coffee. My in-laws were over the other day. I was telling them about how my husband brings me breakfast in bed every morning. Their son, they were like, wow, it's so good you might just stay pregnant. Yeah, that's the point, right? It's also not the easiest thing to go through. Like, you're literally nauseous the entire day. I took 2 naps yesterday. Your world is turned completely upside down. I'm so grateful to have a partner who leans into it and really shows up. Today's taken a little bit of a rough turn. I woke up feeling really good. I had a lot of energy, no nausea, just getting things done. I did my makeup because I didn't think I'd be taking a nap today because today is the day I'm telling my brothers they're gonna be uncles. And then midday, 1 o'clock. I don't feel so good. I'm starting to get like nausea in the back of my throat. I feel like the wrong smell drifts past me. It's over. I have no energy. I'm fatigued. I'm definitely gonna need a nap, but I'm gonna be so relieved when they know, because I won't have to hide this anymore. Because I already turned down a brunch invitation on the weekend because I was scared all the smells at the brunch place would set me off. And then my brother FaceTimed me this morning and he's like, why didn't you come to brunch? Where were you? I had to be like, oh, I had Christmas stuff. And he's like, I don't believe you. So he's on to me. Everyone's on to me. It's gonna be such a relief when I can just tell them. Okay, bye. Today's a really big day and I am so excited. We are going for our very first ultrasound, and this is going to be the first time that we're going to get to see baby. I am 95% excited and I am 5% nervous. You don't know what you're gonna find. Could be anything in there. Up until this point, it's been almost like a theoretical pregnancy because all I have are pregnancy tests and pregnancy symptoms. So you're coming to this conclusion that logically you must be pregnant. But you don't really know for sure until you for sure see something. So it's almost like I'm not convinced. It's almost like I can look at my nauseous self who's been just sleeping through the holidays and so tired and so turned off by most foods. I want to see the baby for real on the screen in an ultrasound, then I'll believe it. I don't know if anyone else has been pregnant and feels that way. Like, of course, I think that I'm pregnant. I know that I'm pregnant. There's like that last little 1% that's like, I'll believe when I see it. It's not gonna be twins or anything. It's gonna be one baby and they're gonna be like, actually, this is the healthiest 8-week-old baby we've ever seen. So congratulations, mom, you're a superstar. And I'll be like, thanks. But now I have to go to work and be chill and be cool. And also nobody at work knows that I'm pregnant. And be so calm and cool and collected. And then I get to go to my ultrasound and see my little baby. Okay, it is the day after my ultrasound. Let's talk about it. By the time we got home yesterday after the ultrasound, we ended up going out for dinner afterwards because the thought of a home-cooked meal sounded like the absolute worst form of torture you could put me through right now. So we went out for Mongolian grill and then ice cream. And then by the time I got home, I was zonked. I'm here now. It is earlier in the day, the next day, and I'm gonna tell you all about my very first 8-week ultrasound appointment. My husband came with me to the appointment, and when it was my turn, they called both of us into the back, which was nice, but then they separated us right away and they made my husband wait in like a separate waiting room, and then they brought me in for the initial ultrasound procedure. That was a little bit rough because it's both of our first times being pregnant, and obviously your husband is your support person, you want them in the room, you also want to go through that experience for the first time with them. It made me sad that he was waiting outside while I basically went through it by myself. So she brings me into the room, and if you need tips on what to wear, jeans wasn't that bad because I wore jeans, but if you can do like something with a stretchy waistband and then just something you can pull up over so that they can easily access your stomach, that is the best thing to wear. I just wouldn't wear any kind of onesie. Now, I'm gonna paint you a little picture of what the setup was like. I'm sitting like this on the examination table, and she is right here, and then the screen is right here. And the thing is, if it's tilted towards her, I'm looking at the back of the screen. So for the first few minutes of the appointment, it was completely silent, and I'm just looking at the back of the screen, just lying there. It's definitely not like other ultrasound appointments I've seen where the screen is at the foot of the bed or it's like up on the wall. Like, I couldn't see anything unless she wanted me to. She took the first few minutes of the appointment, quietly scan, and I think what they're doing at this point is checking for viability. Once she was happy with what she saw, she did turn the screen towards me so I was able to watch and see what she was doing. And the baby had the perfect little side profile. It was like ready. It was like, hi mom. I actually have the ultrasound photos. I'm gonna show them too. But you're gonna laugh because it doesn't even look like a baby. So that's what a baby at 8 weeks looks like. And you see that little black dot at the top there, right here, where my pinky is? That's the brain. That was pretty cool because she's showing me this. Well, actually, you know what? Let me show you the other side. So she's showing me this and she's like, there's the baby. And I think in the next couple weeks it starts to grow little arms and legs, but not yet. For now, it just looks like a little jelly bean. And that's the moment it really becomes really real. It's also the moment I wish my husband was there for, in the room with me, seeing the baby for the first time with me. But the ultrasound kept going on a little bit longer before they even brought him in. And she was looking at my left ovary, my right ovary, and we saw that I have a pregnancy cyst, which apparently they're very common. It's where the baby gets the first burst of hormones that sustain the pregnancy initially before the placenta comes in and takes over. Typically resolves in the second trimester. And it can be in your left or your right, and the ultrasound technician said sometimes it can be in both. Fun fact, because I did not know that that was a thing. My ultrasound technician, she kept it very professional, very clinical. At one point I was like laughing and she was like, stop laughing. When you laugh, she loses the baby. She just kind of did her thing, and she also confirmed there's only one baby. And I made a little joke. I was like, oh, are you sure? And she was like, yeah, I'm showing you. Okay. Anyway, where's my husband? She like shows me everything for the first little bit. She's like, there's the brain and there is the baby. We also confirmed the fetal heartbeat, and that heartbeat was strong. It was flickering so fast. Because I was actually looking at the baby waiting for it to move. I thought it might be like moving around like a little jellyfish or something. The baby was completely still, but the heart was like flickering super fast, very strong. I didn't quite compute what it was until she pointed it out, and it's very cool to see how quickly it's moving. Eventually she brings my husband in, so she doesn't show him my ovaries or my uterus, but she just focuses on like showing him the baby, the highlight reel. Because even though this appointment is something that I've been waiting for 2 weeks at this point, it's a massive milestone to confirm the viability, to see the baby for the first time. It's my first pregnancy. It's all very like big feelings for me, but you could very much tell to the tech I'm just patient 18. I do wish there was a little bit more of a bedside manner there, but I'm sure there's reasons for why they act the way that they do and approach it the way that they do. Two things can be true at once, and that doesn't mean I can't be a little bit disappointed in how it went. And the bottom line is, baby is in there, baby's okay, baby's looking like a little me, like it should. And when she was taking the measurements, I was taking mental snapshots. So at dinner, I was looking up how much she measured. I was looking up the ranges, because how far along you are, they have a range for how big baby should be by now. I just did a little bit of checking right after, and everything looks really good. Baby's definitely on the bigger side right now, which is cool to see. Hopefully it doesn't get too big. Me and my husband had like a really fun, cute little debrief afterwards, getting to talk about everything. And then of course I filled him in on everything that he missed, which isn't super exciting, but he still wanted all the details. And then next I have an appointment with my doctor to go over the report in a couple days. So in like 4 days I have to wait to talk to her. Basically the story of how my first ultrasound went, and if you are planning to go and you've never been before, I hope that kind of gives you an idea of what to expect.
Alright, so you got your ultrasound back here. So based on your ultrasound, you're about 8 weeks and 3 days pregnant, and your due date 2026, does that sound about right?
Yeah.
So the ultrasound came back normal. The next step of the pregnancy here, Jessica, is we do some genetic testing, again, totally voluntary. And then your next ultrasound is at around 20 weeks. That's when we do the anatomy scan. Take care, Jessica. We'll talk to you shortly.
Okay, bye.